Check, check. 1, 2. All right. Got this thing working here. That's what's up, man. Let me tell you about before I came on here, dude. Some do the retest. So I woke up to my daughter saying I'm ready. So I gotta take her to school before I came on here, dude. Then I took her to school, came back home, sent my wife off to work, getting ready to get my other daughter ready for school, and she says she's talking real kind of hoarse, so I couldn't really get. I was like, well, you want to stay home from school, baby, because you don't sound too good, So got my baby home, gave her some decongestant, made some tea, and then I started to make my one of her favorite dishes, one of mine too. It's this. Let me see. I'm gonna do the screen share so I can get this right. This bote chana masala. Let me see. Is that it? Can y'all see that? Is it showing? Yeah. Oh man. So what happened was I used to go up to Crabtree Valley Mall and get this dish with the chickpeas, and they had the lentils and the rice and the lemon chicken. Oh man, it was so good. But then we moved all the way over here, and then it was like, man, I want that again. So I said, let me make something. So I found something online. It's called Chole Bhature Chana Masala Chickpeas Curry recipe, man. That's the dunk right there, man. You make some lentils and rice with it. Make you some tzatziki sauce, Throw in some what is it? The onions, sauteed onions. On red onions, sauteed red onions, throw them on there. Boom, a little bit of salt, pepper. Pow. Get you some chicken, sprinkle a little lemon juice on the top of it, or you could just eat it the way it is without the lemon, without the chicken. It's all good. So I got that started, and I was like, yeah, I'm gonna get all on here early and get this thing moving, right? Then I get on here and it stops working. So I think I'm still kind of early. How do I do this thing? All right. There we go. There's my beautiful mug. So what's the title of this thing here? DTrainsCorner. Yeah, that's all I need, baby. I don't need that much space. Just put me in the corner. I'm good to go. I work from there. I think my equipment takes up more space than me with them big wooden cabinets. It's heavy. Toting them around left and right. Okay, so somebody asked me a question this past Sunday at the end of my show. I was kind of worn down a little bit. And when he asked me this question, I almost got upset, I vented a little bit, but that's what I do. And then I thought about it and I said, you know what? I do need to address the question because it's a good question. So I said, he asked me, why are your transitions so choppy? Right? Now, mind you, this is karaoke. And this gentleman, I'm assuming, is a DJ, which is, which timing as a DJ is very important, as it is usually with me in karaoke. However, a little perspective is necessary. Um, Number one, sometimes I don't have anything queued up next after that. And the interface that I'm using, I have to click over and then it's a process. So sometimes I just let the same song run. It's just an instrumental anyway. And so people, you know, can kind of sing along. Or sometimes I also have the next song queued up. And that's a little bit of a faux pas when the song starts, then the person hears their song and then they hop up and say, oh, I gotta hurry up, it's a chaos. And I'm like, wait a minute, hold up, I can start it over. But it would be great if I played in between music just to get ready for the next singer. When I first started at He's Not, the bartender slash manager, he wanted me to play pretty much a full song in between the karaoke singers, I believe, to slow it down because it had been slow when I first started at He's Not. It was slow. It was slow for a long time, which is understandable whenever you're starting at a new place. You just have to have a ownership that will stick with it. So the interface is one thing, and let me see. Yeah. Okay, so yeah, but now what my method has been is to just back to back sing them, and I get excited for people who want to sing, and I think they feel that and they ready. People are ready, so I'm like, man, why don't you get them up? And there are benefits and not so benefits of that system. Sometimes you do want to draw it out a little bit, give people a moment to maybe go get a beer, go to the restroom, what have you. Hit or miss, whatever. But sometimes people are just ready and they get up knowing it's their turn, and I have to remind people that I am the list. I am the list. The list that's written down is like a recommendation, suggestion. Pretty much, I try to go by that as much as possible, but every once in a while, I have to override the list. But I try to stick to it, and if people are ready to sing, I'm ready to go too. Okay. But I have to also address the main reason why it seems so choppy, and the main reason is about 3 years ago, there was a little bit of a Duke Carolina kerfuffle, if I may. And what happened was somebody threw a beer, it got on my player, a little bit got on my computer, but this Mac, I tell you what, this MacBook Pro that I've had forever, it's a hoss, dude. And at some point I'm gonna have to stop using it for everything and just. But anyway, that's another story. So I pretty much immediately had to turn that thing off, and I was relegated to only working off my computer, and that's what I do now for the most part. I bought another player. I had the player for 3 months. Both players, matter of fact, I could show you both players right now. One of them sitting over there, not working anymore. The other one's sitting over there, not working anymore. So what I used to do, I used to have my computer hooked up to my one channel, and music running on another channel so that I could just slide over the crossfader. Well, you know, that's what I was used to. I mean, I guess if I really, really wanted to, I could still work something out on that front, but if I could keep a player around for longer than, a few months, that'd be great too. Oh, I didn't tell you what happened to the new player. Yeah. So I was announcing someone singing, and I look over, and a young lady had a beer, a blue cup, just resting her arm, her forearm on the back of the bench chair. Right? My player is right under it. I see her. Before I could say, "Hey, could you please move your hand?" Her hand goes limp backwards and pours beer on my other player that I had just gotten for Christmas. Okay. So when you get two players go down like that, you either got to, and I like like I said, it's called DTrainsCorner, and I like that corner, but you know what? I may at some point have to move to seclude myself, or maybe put something up, so that people don't invade that space. So, wow, that was a long answer to a question. I apologize, but, so if I can get one of these players to act right. Other times what I've done was I bring out my turntables. That's my third and last players. I guess I could hook up a iPhone or a phone, but I don't have one. So I guess I should I'll cop one somewhere or whatever. But because when I first started, I basically had to turn one channel up and the other channel down. I don't even have that right now because I don't have something to plug into another channel for music by itself. So, and I kind of like to control when I start and when I stop the music too. That's just a kind of a DJ side of things that I kind of like to do that instead of keep it steady. Oh yeah. T-shirts. Check this out. Where are my screens? Hold on, y'all. Hold on. My screens. I got my screens somewhere around here. All right, I'm gonna go off camera, but I'm gonna be getting my screens. I'm gonna show y'all my progress so far. All right, so this is my one of my screens. I got other ones. As you can see, there's some ghosting on here, so I'm gonna have to figure out a way to get that out, because I know on those t-shirts in particular there was some spots that didn't go through, so I'm gonna have to either figure that out or just figure out something else with this screen. But anyway, I got them clean. I got all the emotion, the stuff off of it, and I'm ready to go. Matter of fact, after I get off of here, I'm going to order some t-shirts, and I'm going to need you guys to chime in. Go to my Twitter at KJ_DTrain. That's KJ_DTRAIN. Okay. Now, go there and let me know what color t-shirts y'all want, and I'm gonna let y'all know I only got like four colors of ink right now. It's like a white, red, and black, and there's a blue in there too. It's kind of a Duke blue. I'm gonna see if I can add some white to it and lighten it up. You know what I'm saying? So, but I have those colors. So I'm going to work with that. I'm going to work on a design, and I'm going to see if I can get some t-shirts out by next Sunday, because some of my supplies won't reach me until maybe Monday or Tuesday. So that's that. Let me know where you guys be wearing these t-shirts if you have one, because I know I gave a few of them out. I'm not gonna be able to give these away because I'm gonna put some real D-Train touches on this. Okay. Let me see. Yeah, man, I'll be wearing these t-shirts everywhere. Go pick up the kids. Drink time. Be like, oh my gosh, that parent, something's wrong with him. Anybody needs to be concerned with, right? Made me some tea. Yes, sir. Made me some tea with my headphones. There we go. Okay, so one other question I get a lot of is, or it's kind of like a question. People ask me, they say, D-Train, you must get tired of all these drunk people coming up here all the time in their own element, you know, that everybody's own wants, you know, wanting them right now too. And you know, I have to say, man, this might be a news flash to everybody out there. Anybody that can hear me right now, just understand this. I love drunk people. I do. I love drunk people. Drunk people are awesome. To a point. You know what I'm saying? It also depends on what kind of drunk person you are. Like if you're, you know, angry drunk, I can do without it. But I understand it. I've been around it enough to know how to deal with it. You know? People are, you know, a little bit more comes out of people when they've been drinking a little bit, you know. And, you know, you do it so long, you know. And not only that, you know, I've dealt with a lot of different people in my few years here, and I've had to deal with a lot of strong personalities in, you know, different areas of my life. And I'm what you would call a listener. I listen. I've gotten so good at listening, sometimes it doesn't seem like I'm listening, which in this job, in this occupation, in this career, this endeavor, this thing that we call entertainment, you kind of have to be able to do not only that one thing, but like two or three others. And sometimes it may seem like I'm not paying attention, but I'm hearing as much as I can. Probably like three different things. I probably got my mind on 5 different things at one time. And listening being one of them. Right? And I have to be able to deal with issues pretty quickly, and sometimes my decision process is so fast. It may seem dismissive, but I've already made 3 or 4 decisions on one thing, and the decisions I make to each different person or issue that I have to deal with, I have to give a different message or execute a different action. So I might have to tell him, look, you go 3, You want to change your song. She wants to go next. The national champions just walked in. I haven't said drink time in the last song, and I want people drinking. I didn't shout out my bartenders. I need to do that right now because my bartenders, if the beer ain't flowing, man, everybody starts going. You know. But I love my people. I love y'all, dude. I don't care if you've been drinking. I think, too much has been, people who drink and have a good time sometimes get a bad rap. And understandably so in some cases, because sometimes people take it way too damn far. But there are way more inebriated people who are, staying within the range of normalcy than not. So, no, I love it. That's part of the enjoyment of my job, is interacting with people face to face. Smelling the beer breath come off their brow or their whatever the hell this is called. That's part of the job. Back in the day, I remember you were allowed to smoke inside, right? And I would come home. I had dreadlocks back then. My hair smelled like dreadlocks. I was tired. So when I woke up, my pillow smelled like dreadlocks. I mean, my smelled cigarette smoke. I'm sorry. My hair, my clothes smelled like cigarette smoke. But it was part of the deal. I love it all, man. If it comes with the bag, man, you just got to deal with some things, and then you just got to keep it moving. Can't get hung up on craziness, and I've done that. I make mistakes, man. I'm human as anybody. I've made a few. But don't tell nobody. I'm just telling y'all this on here right now. Don't tell nobody else. Shh. When are the new t-shirts coming out? Yeah, hopefully next Sunday. Supplies coming in. Yeah. I think that's it, ladies and gents. Hey. Ain't nobody in the chat asking questions, so I'm just going to shut it down now. Anybody in the chat got any questions? 0 viewers? No? It's all good. Hey, this is a reference for later. Y'all can watch this later when you're watching, doing the dishes or, hanging out, drinking beers, wanting to hear a drink time, Yeah, to get the real drink time, you might have to come to the show, man. I can't do that on here, man. It'll blow all my speakers and the system out, Anyway, I'll see y'all next time. This is D-Train. My YouTube channel is KJ D-Train. My Twitter is at KJ_DTRAIN. I'll catch y'all next time. Thanks for tuning in. Like, share, subscribe.